Down, 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 down. The Europa nights are back, but it's going to be nightmares for Russell Martin and Rangers as they get off to a 1-0 defeat at home against Genk. Meanwhile, Brendan Rodgers travels to Belgrade and picks up a decent point. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's your European review show. Only the Europa League games on this week with the new format of UEFA competitions. So last week we had the Champions League. This week we have only the Europa League. And I believe next week we have all three competitions coming into play.
Looking forward to next week, but I'm really not looking forward to this. I wish I could sit here and say, oh, yeah, Rangers won 4-0, 3-0. Got beat 1-0. Russell Martin's still in a job. And the more I think of it, man, the more I just look at it, how is he still in a job? Like, seriously, how long are we going to be sitting here after each of these talking about Russell Martin and how's he still in a job? Well, guess what? We'll be sitting here next week after the Stone Graz game, and not only will we be talking about how's Russell Martin still in a job, we'll be talking about how's Jimmy Thielen still in a job.
Well, will he still be in a job next week? That's the thing. I mean, if he loses to Motherwell, which is very possible, by the way, in the league this weekend. No, but
it's possible for both of them, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think we could see a world where neither of those two guys are... If they both lose in the domestic league league games this weekend, then how can they possibly still be there next week?
I think that's what the coefficient needs, but I mean, it was just Europa League this midweek. I don't know if I'm a big, massive fan of that. Are you? Where it's the Champions League one week, then the Europa League the next?
No, I think I prefer when you've got all the competitions on at the same time. That's what I like to see, but here, we don't make the rules. UEFA make the rules. So, we had a pack 0-0 draw with Tel Aviv. Michelin defeated Sturm Graz by 2-0. Dynamo with a pretty good win. Dynamo Zagreb beating Fenerbahce by 3-1. Real Betis 2, Nottingham Forest 2. So, Ange avoided defeat in his first European game with Forest, but he'll be disappointed because he can see that late on.
No,
United on loan sign-up striker Anthony.
The English media were making this out to be worse than what it is. Like, they were putting this draw against Betis on the level of like getting knocked out the cup by Swansea. It's like, away to a La Liga side, a draw's not bad. I mean, that'll be one of Forest's toughest games in this competition. It'll have to
Probably
be.
their toughest.
Yeah, so I don't understand.
Away from home against Betis, I can't imagine that.
I don't see what the outrage is.
I think it's a fake outrage.
Right.
Now,
almost.
Could it be because he's had a poor start to his Forest career that they're just lumping this result
I mean,
on?
it could be, but I think you can't. Yeah, you can see that late, and you can see it to Anthony of all people, but I don't think it's that bad.
No, I think it's a decent draw. I mean, if you just take it as an individual result, I think it's a point. It's a point gained.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yep, circumstances, they were leading late on, and then they conceded. But anyway, moving on. Braga
1, Feyenoord 0. Right, Red Star Belgrade 1, Celtic 1. Speaking of good draws away from home, I think this is one of them.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying Red Star Belgrade are a great team, but it's a tough place to go. Atmosphere.
Like I said, right, I believe in the review, like I said in the review, I believe the only way this could be a bad result is if Celtic needed to win. Drawing against Red Star Belgrade away, it always tends to be a good result, man. Better teams than Celtic have drew here. When Red Star Belgrade are in the Champions League, you see them take top clubs really close and get points off them. And at the end of the day, Celtic have got 4 home games in the Europa League. This is a crucial point to probably get them into 10, 11, 12, the double points region. And it was crucial to get it.
Was it deserved?
A draw? I think a draw was about fair. They took the lead. It was a cheap goal to concede to make it 1 each. I mean,
Red Star had double the amount of shots.
Yeah,
I didn't know Arnautovic played for Red Star.
And Katai didn't start. He's been banging in goals for fun. I mean, if you were having to pick a team that I think deserved to win, I would edge Red Star, but at the same time, it was close. And I mean, as Rodgers said himself, he said there has to be an element of realism around Celtic. This is where we are now, so It's not a bad result. It's not a bad result. Nah, it's not bad. It's all right.
Decent.
I mean, it's the sort of, like, if this was a two-legged affair,
You'd be happy with that.
yeah,
Especially when the away goal used to be
like,
into effect.
yeah, like say this game was like match day 5, people would be happy with this as long as you had points in the bag. No matter what happens in this campaign, no one's going to be looking back and saying, "Oh, that was 2 points dropped."
Yeah, that's the game that cost us.
Yeah, if Celtic go out, it'll be other games.
I believe so. Right, Freiburg 2, Basel 1. Nice 1, Roma 2. Jose Mourinho's first European game in charge of Roma. 2-1 win. And then Dicka and Mancini
I heard.
with the goals.
Are you on fucking crack?
What?
What do you mean Jose Mourinho's first game in charge of Roma? He's with Benfica.
Oh, so he is.
He used to manage Roma.
Aye, my bad. Fuck. my bad. That's 3 AM, guys. Fucking, I'm allowed a wee botch.
Nah, that's a fucking big botch. I mean, what? Anyway, 2-1 Roma. There we go.
Malmo 1, Ludogorets 2.
The I don't know if they're the two shittest teams in the competition, but they didn't actually. I know who one of the shittest teams in the competition are, so we'll get to them very soon.
Rangers.
Actually, that's the shittest team. Bran,
right. Well,
Bran Flakes.
Lille 2, Bran 1. Go ahead.
Do you know who scored?
Igamani.
Aye.
Having a pretty good start to his Lille career so far. Go ahead. It just feels like Rangers have fucking wasted all that Igamani money on Schmidt, doesn't it?
I tell you what, I think I need to make a separate vid on that. That's a shady business deal. I'm actually sick of talking about it, but it is. No, seeing this, I'm sick of talking about it, man. I don't even want to repeat this. Just listen to all the other previous vids, but to wrap it up, you don't spend 10 million on a guy in this league, in this climate.
Who's done fuck all in his career.
Yeah, and that is the bottom line.
Yep, right, go ahead, Eagles now. FC SB 1. Rangers now. Genk 1. We talked about it in the review. I mean, it was piss poor for Rangers. Russell Martin says he's proud of the performance.
They didn't get ripped open.
Well, they kind of... The scoreline suggests they didn't, but the chances that Genk missed suggest that they did.
No, you know what, man? This is a guy that sold himself. Well, he sold himself to the board. I mean, 7 interviews this guy went through to get the job. Dearie me. Honestly, the worst manager in the history. That Hibs game boosted his win percentage up, but it's sitting around 28.52 or something like that.
Worst win percentage in Rangers history.
What is it? It's like 4 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats. I mean, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, but half of I know you can't say, well, it's hard to say it now, but with hindsight, half of those wins were irrelevant because they didn't qualify for the Champions League. So the 2 went, and unless they win the Cup, it's like the wins against Alloa and Hibs are kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the bread and butter's the league, and he's not won a game in it.
I don't want to go down that route though, because then it's like, well, do we need to go for every manager and be like, right, well, you didn't do shit in that competition, so we need to take your wins and L's off you. Fact of the matter is this: he's ranked rotten. He needs to go. Everything at Rangers is rock bottom. I mean, the fact that O having a brutal game put Rangers to the sword. Genk could have won 5-0 and you could have said, you know what, that's probably a bit fair.
Now, Rangers create chances, but to me, they don't really create clear-cut chances, do they?
Well, we don't even normally create chances, but yeah, in this game, there was a few opportunities to talk about. Suter's header cleared off the line.
That was a good opportunity. I mean, Suter can't do much about that. That was great defending, great block, but I don't know, man. You watch Rangers.
But Martin keeps banging on about this narrative. We look good in training. Who do they play in training? Themselves. Maybe that's why you look good.
Playing against shite.
Yeah.
Right.
I just don't understand it.
So, Genk beat Rangers. Salzburg 0, Porto 1. Aston Villa 1, Bologna 0. John McGinn, we were speaking about him, saying that he's kind of dropped off a little bit over the last few years. Maybe he's on the decline.
He put Lewis Ferguson to the sword, didn't he?
Yeah, he got the win for Aston Villa. So, I actually had a bet on the night. A Rangers and Aston Villa double, so...
Well, you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, potentially. So,
Not potentially, like you bet Rangers. I mean, come on.
maybe Super John McGinn, but it's not Super Son of Scotland 90, is it?
Oh, Super John McGlynn. Falkirk career.
Super fucking Antonio Jr.
Junior
Jr.
Soprano,
That's the
mate.
one.
Corrado.
Corrado. Right, Ferencváros 1, Victoria Pilsen 1. Ferencváros
Managed by Robbie Keane.
down to 10 men and still Pilsen can they beat them?
Actually, that's the worst team in the competition, Pilsen. If you lose 3-0 to this Rangers team, I mean, what are you?
Yeah, Young Boys 1, Panathinaikos 4, Stuttgart 2, Celta Figo 1. I was surprised that Celta Figo were in this, but there you go. Where did they finish last year? Must have finished 5th or something, or 6th. I don't know.
Idea.
Maybe they won a cup. And Utrecht 0, Leon 1. So that is the results from match day 1. And now we will look at the table for the the Europa League. Jesus Christ, man, I'm all over the place here.
Well, it's the UEFA Europa League.
Aye, well, I got there eventually, right? So we can see the top 8 teams all have wins. They're not suffering with the Scottish Premiership with a shitload of draws. There's enough wins in here, isn't there?
Nope, they're not. Definitely not. But
Panathinaikos, they're a 4-1 win, so at the moment they're sitting top. Some teams that you wouldn't really expect maybe to see in here, like a Ludogorets. I know it's early days, but you know, I almost feel like with the 24 teams advancing to the next round, if you can get off to a good start and get a win, then you've almost got one foot in there.
Halfway there.
Aye, as Bon Jovi once said.
Almost halfway there.
So we're going down. Braga there. Aston Villa. Braga are the lowest team with a victory. Then you've got Nottingham Forest, Real Betis. You've got Celtic sitting in 17th place.
So Celtic would be playing.
Yep, Celtic would be unseeded right now if
against Betis.
If it ended right now. So we go further down, and the elimination places. We've got Rangers. Rangers currently sitting in 28th spot. Thing is, it could get lower for them.
No, it could get lower, man. I think 37,000. They're losing out on ticket sales, and also, I mean, a win tonight would have got them like 600 grand. Which, I mean, let's be honest, man. If the 49ers spending the amount of money that they spent, Europe needs to offer some kind of return.
Maybe it won't with Russell Martin in charge, but if we look at next week's fixtures, you got Celtic at home against Braga. It'll be a difficult game for them.
Weird kickoff time.
And you've got Rangers going to Norway to take on Sturm Graz.
Right, Austria. Mate.
Austria, sorry, my bad. And
Fucking
also
what?
Max Johnson. We'll see if Max Johnson.
No, I think you left them on loan.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, what year are you
I'm
in?
having a stinker here.
You are. Where's your club?
No. It's joint top of the Scottish Premiership.
Aye, where's my club?
Joint bottom almost.
Aye.
Anyway, let's have a quick look at the coefficient here before I make any more mistakes. Dundee United still leading the way. The more I look at this, the more I think, hold on, why were we hyping up Hibernian so much? They won fucking one game. Well, I know technically they won 2, but here you lose an extra time, it counts as a loss, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's how the coefficient rules work. But yeah, I said that at the beginning, I think that Aberdeen will finish bottom, and I stand by that.
Yeah, I know.
Even though Dundee United and Hibs are out, I don't.
What do they need? A win?
2 wins would do it for them, but I don't see it happening. They won't overtake Dundee United, not a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they could maybe get Hibs, but they'd only be getting Hibs because Hibs actually won more. Hibs should have more than that. It's just because the whole.
I mean, Dundee United, severely underrated. Severely underrated what they did in Europe this season, man.
Celtic are unbeaten in Europe so far, but also without a win.
Also at the Champions League.
Thoughts on that though? Celtic no wins so far.
Yeah, just look at Rangers' record. Seeing it like 2 wins, a draw, and 4 defeats. Seeing a season with the coefficient needed wins. But that's just the proof. Russell Martin has undid all the previous years of Rangers being good in Europe.
Yeah, and if you factor in the opposition as well, it's not like they've been up against. Oh, I also think people slightly overrate Club Brugge.
Club Brugge. Was it Bruges or Brugge?
Brugge.
Shite, that's what I'll call them.
I prefer to call them Club Bruges, so that's
we'll call them Club Brugge.
That's what I'm going to stick with. But
I think you're right. You know what, man? They're a good team, right? But they're not a Real Madrid, and I think we need to accept
Not
that.
many teams are.
No, not many teams are, but maybe it just shows you the fucking levels, man.
I think Club
Put it
Brugge.
this way: if Rangers didn't have an idiot, right? You know, I used the word idiot. If they didn't have an idiot in charge, and they actually built a team in the window that was ready, Rangers could have beat Club Brugge, and we wouldn't be sitting here saying, "Fuck, that's the shock of the century." You'd be like, "Yeah, that's a bit of an upset, but fair play." It was possible. Club Brugge are just a team that's run well. Rangers are not.
Yeah, and that's where we're going to end it, guys. Coefficient's down the fucking toilet. I don't see it improving much between now and the end of the season. I think we'll get a couple more wins. As bad as Rangers are, I think they'll pick up a few wins. I think Celtic will pick up a few wins.
22 games in Europe and 5 wins.
I don't know about Aberdeen, to
Is
be
that no
fair.
bogging?
Yeah, and the sad thing is, it started so well. Remember the first couple of weeks? We were buzzing. Scottish football was back.
Back, baby.
I mean, if we had a win... When was the last time we had a win in Europe, actually? Do the maths. When was the last time a Scottish team won in fucking Europe?
Oh. Was it Rangers against Pilsen?
That was like the first week of the match day 2.
Aye.
I mean, that was like the first week of the third quarter.
Aye.
That was Rangers' second game, you know, that second tie.
That was like that was like early August. And it's end of September. I don't even want. Nah. Good night, man. It's all over. Say goodbye.
Alright, anyway, guys, that's it. Absolute shite. We'll see what Aberdeen can do next season, but I'm no optimistic. Put it that way. Quick predictions for the next few games. Who did Aberdeen play next week?
And this?
Aye.
No idea.
Well, will Celtic beat Braga at Celtic Park?
Yeah, I think they will.
Will Rangers beat Sturm Graz in Austria?
No, but I don't think they'll lose. I don't know.
So a draw then. Right, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.